Hey everyone, how's it going? So today we're going to be in for another Grand Arena. I think I'm going to start dating these because the whole round and championship thing, like aspect of it, makes it kind of confusing for, well, for me trying to label these as videos, and probably you as the viewer because you're confused on the terminology and stuff like that. So I'm just going to start putting in the dates for these things on like the day that I do them. Hopefully that'll help out. So I tried to record round 1, as you can see right here, it's round 2 of Grand Arena. I tried to record round 1, but I had apparently too much on my iPad at the time, and so it only recorded the last 40 seconds. I was pretty cheesed about that. So let's enter, and then let's go back one battle, and I'll show you my opponent. He was named Jetster. It's kind of an interesting last name. And as you can see, we won. I was able to clear 2 of his territories and take out one of his teams up top, as he was only able to take out one of my teams. As you can see, my bounty hunters held on defense, and then also, my Jedi held on defense as well. So if we take a look at his teams, his Geonosians, I took in my Separatists to fight them. His Rebel squad, I took in my Empire to fight. And then if we go back here, I think it's, his Phoenix squadron. I can't remember exactly who we took back there, but we were able to handle that. And then his Ewoks, I think we saved CLS for because of their power level, and as you can see, it was probably overkill. And then his Padme gave me some trouble. He had very high gear, very high stars, and his Padme is even relict, and he's got almost all of the Zetas. I think C-3PO is the only one that doesn't have. Yep, so there's one ability right there, or 2 abilities right there. 2 Zetas that he didn't have on that character, but almost completely maxed out as far as like abilities and things like that. So very strong team. I wasn't able to beat it. As you can see, I took 3 battles against it, but we ended up winning. We ended up clearing more territory. So now our opponent today is Smartman Rip, trapped in Carbonite. Interesting. So let's jump in. So Grand Arena just started 10 minutes ago, so it's unlikely that he's done any attacks thus far. Let's just double check and make sure. Yeah, as I suspected, he hasn't attacked just yet, because like I said, it just opened up. So if he had already launched some attacks, I'd be pretty impressed. So looking at this squad, we see Night Sisters on the bottom there. He's got a couple Zetas on his leadership, but not the annoying Zetas on the 2 characters, Talzin and Old Daka. So it doesn't seem like they'll be doing tons of reviving. Then up here we've got a Separatist squad, basically the same as mine except a different leadership. That's pretty interesting. And then it looks like they have the Geonosians. My Separatist counter, oh and look, he doesn't have any Zeta abilities on his Geonosian Brood Alpha, this one right here. So I feel comfortable and confident that I can walk into there with my my Separatist squad and beat them. So let's try to plot out what we're going to do here. I think I might try my Padme against his Separatists. Maybe not though. Maybe I'll do that as a secondary team, if anything. And then I'm thinking maybe I should do my CLS squad against the Asajj Ventress. And then we'll just kind of take it from there. If anything, I can probably use my Empire against his Separatists, and then taking my Phoenix against his Rebel squad. I think that sounds like a pretty good plan to me. Let's go in and try to take out this Geonosian squad with our Separatists first. So our typical strategy is to just get the Geonosian Brood Alpha locked down so he's not taking any turns, because he is the main threat. So right away we want to extort him and get as many debuffs as possible on the enemy squad. Let's try to stun him. Excellent. So next, I believe Poggle is their cleanser, the other cleanser, so we want to try stunning him too. As you can see, we failed right there. Let's go all in on Geonosian Brood Alpha. Nice. Just get as many hits in as possible. Let's jump over here and try to stun Poggle. No stuns, but ability blocking is almost as good. So I can't really complain about that. Let's get some more hits out there. Let's get some AoE from the Magna Guard. Cleanse up our team a little bit. Alright, we don't want that to happen, so stop that please. Get some more stuns over here on the Brood Alpha. Let's get some more extortion going. So we want to extort the person we've already extorted. That's actually a very major thing, because every time we do that, it spreads to another person. As you can see, he took out my Count Dooku right there with a big hit. Let's just keep working away. Just keep chipping away at their health. So the thing with the Geonosians and why they're so powerful and why they're so crazy is they actually share a health pool. So you have to damage kind of all of them at once to really damage them. As you can see, it's actually working out pretty well. We're just gonna keep going. Yeah, as soon as the Brood is gone, we've pretty much sealed our victory. But we don't want to take them out systematically. Like, we went for Spy first because the Spy is like huge damage on their team. So we want to take them out as fast as possible. After the Brood Alpha, of course. And then from there, I don't really have a specific kill order I try to pursue. I just kind of take them out one after the other after that. And look at that, 55 banners out of 60. So losing Count Dooku is what lost us a good portion of banners right there, obviously. But that was a pretty good victory. I'll take that. It's very good. Let's do 64K. See, the other one I'm kind of worried about is this one right here. So let's just jump in and see if we can take it out in one shot. So the reason I'm doing this is because very important. I want to, let's see, yeah, just stun Asajj because she's going to be very fast. So I want to take her out ASAP. As you can tell, she's got all the Zetas and everything like that. So she's going to be the most cautious of that character. Having all the Zetas and things like that makes her very strong. And wow, okay. I think just to recover banners, let's start. I mean, it's not working out the way I wanted it to because Chewbacca's not recovering health because he's not attacking. But we finished with full health and some unused slots, so we got a very good banner count on that. It was probably overkill. I probably way overestimated that team just based on the Asajj lead. But better safe than sorry, if I always say. I'd rather overkill than underkill and pay the price. So this one, I'm pretty confident I can take this out with my Empire team. He doesn't even have them all at full stars. No Zetas except for General Grievous, which is probably, yep, Metalloid Monstrosity. So basically, we're going to try to take out Grievous first, but I doubt it's going to happen, simply because when Vader gets too low on health or something like that, he forces you to go after a droid. So I don't think that'll be happening. Let's see, get some... That's actually, I think I mentioned that in one of my previous videos. I'm not sure if it got uploaded or not, though. That ability I used with Darth Vader is actually a new ability they added into the game, so it's pretty dope. Let's go ahead and throw a Fracture on Magna Guard, because we don't want him taunting, or we want him to not taunt so we can go after the people we actually want to take out. We want to go after Dooku right here. Let's get some debuffs and some AoE. Okay, I was hoping to at least take out one character with that, but that's fine. It's not going to really affect anything. So yep, expected that. Let's get some shocks on you. Okay, now I give the turn meter back to Emperor Palpatine. He's going to shock some more people. So when Emperor Palpatine shocks people, he actually builds up his own blue bar, his protection. He increases his max protection for every character he shocks. So that's pretty important. We want to build that up as much as possible. Get some more. Alright, so yeah, this is in the bag. This was, I won't say it was complete overkill, because obviously we lost a character still. But this worked out. This is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. We're not going to walk out with big protection banners, but that's okay. Because I think I'll just update you guys next time on whether or not we won the match. It seems like it worked out pretty well for me. So the next highest squad we have would be our Phoenix Squadron, so let's walk in with them, see what we can do. Again, this is another one of those teams that's not even full stars or anything like that, so I'm not anticipating it'll be too difficult. The biggest thing I want is want to take out, I think this guy, yeah, his name is Baze. He's a pretty good tank, so I want to drop him as fast as possible, because as you can see, he's already recovered a ton of health. And then next we want to go after this droid, because he's their other... Actually, if I have the opportunity to take out Jyn Erso, then let's do that. Almost. If Ezra would have got his second attack, it would have for sure killed her. So this is obviously, you can probably tell, I'm going to stun him. Excellent. This is the enemy we're fighting, the enemy team. That is the squad from the Rogue One movie. So they've got built-in synergies and all kinds of good stuff like that. Personally, I decided not to go after them because they're not really useful for a ton. And at the level this guy has them built at, they're not too much of a challenge. I think in one of my first videos I mentioned the fact that the Phoenix Squadron really isn't a big team that people use a lot, and they're kind of just walking through it. As you can see, I'm probably going to get almost full banners for this win. Nothing against my enemy or my opponent or anything by any means. He's just working with what he's got. Same as me. I mean, if you got to through some of my teams, my back wall is not that impressive. So let's move on to his back wall. Ooh, bounty hunters. Okay, cool. So he's got the Zeta on Mandalorian of all people. Okay. I think it's one of his unique abilities. Okay, interesting. Let's see what we can do. I think he's got Grief Karga, so he's going to be attacking out a turn, but I don't think my Padme has that Zeta. But you know what, we're just going to go for it. I'm actually working on my Galactic Republic, and hopefully mine will be pretty beefy, but for now this is what I got. Wow, already very good. Lots of damage. Alright. I was not expecting this by any means. I was not thinking they would give me this much trouble considering their low stars and relatively low gear. But yeah, this is not good. Already dropped Anakin. Let's try to get a big hit. Almost enough to take her out. Alright, so cleanse up. Get some more protection going. I don't know if these three are going to be enough, just because the bounty hunters are pretty good. Man, this is rough. They're outspeeding me like crazy. I probably should have stunned somebody instead of... yeah, this is... It doesn't matter what's going to happen next, because then if Mandalorian gets a turn, he's just going to one-shot my character. At least I was able to take out one of his, so it's not a complete loss. Alright, so I'm pretty disappointed in that, but again, a big part of that is me not having any Zeta abilities on my characters. You know what, yeah, let's go in with our Rebel squad. Let's go this, and this. So I dropped their main source of, whatchamacallits, their main source of thermal detonators. Now they don't have any thermal detonators, so I won't have to worry about that again. I actually think I want to go after the Mandalorian, because he's doing a lot of their damage. Let's get some ability block. Excellent. Let's get some taunt going. Let's try to stun him. Nope, he resisted. So let's get some fire going. Get some more attacks in. And then because Han Solo has the taunt, even if they counterattack, they're only going to be hitting, well now, Old Ben or Stormtrooper Han, because that's how taunt works in this game. I actually really like that. I think it's pretty cool. I don't understand why R2-D2 just got attacked though, because I have two characters with taunt. Oh, because they have the bounty hunter resolve that allows them to attack out of characters out of taunt. But let's just keep putting people under stealth so they can only target them. I'm going to go after Grief, just because Grief is, he's their support character, so if I take him out, they're going to lose some pretty important stuff. I think he cleanses them and does some other good stuff, so we want to drop him. Great, so from here it's looking pretty rough, because now that Jango Fett in the back there, he's got, yeah, great. Alright, if they take out Old Ben, that's going to actually work for me, because then he gets buffed, and then... okay, nope. Alright, this is disappointing. I'm so frustrated that these two are giving me such trouble. Especially, I mean, look at that. They're not even... the whole team's not even full stars. But, I mean, that just goes to show team synergy, really. If your team has more synergy than the other, then you're likely going to pull some good wins out. So I guess let's just go in with Jedi. Yeah, let's just go for it. It'd be real shame to just let this kind of be the end of it. I'd like to at least full clear since we've gotten this far. Let's see, physical damage and grant all allies defense up. That's pretty useful. I really don't want him to take out that... oh wait, no, he doesn't have any... oh nope, he's got heal immunity. I shouldn't have tried to heal just then. So you have to just keep punching away. Call in the Jedi for assist. Okay, cool. So now we're just down to one. So it's just Jango Fett. And there goes the contract. Great. I was just about to say we don't want him to get the contract, because then he's going to get... it's called damage immunity. And as you can see, I can't do any damage to him. It's very frustrating. He's got that for 2 turns, I believe. Oh no, he's dropped it, so now we can go after him. Yeah, I do not give Jango enough credit, that's for sure. And if my opponent manages to get through my front wall, this is likely why we're going to lose, is because we spent so many attacks on this guy. I would imagine even if we beat him somehow, we're only going to be getting 15 or so banners. Let's bring in a Jango of our own. Let's see, we already have a tank. We don't have any more heals. I guess just bring in Admiral, because I literally just have nothing else. Let's see if we can clean this up somehow. So get some buffs going with BB-8. What is this? Heal immunity? Yep, healing immunity. Try to get a stun. Stunned him. Let's see, what is this? Dispel all negative effects. Recovers 9% for each thing dispelled. 25%. That's not that good right now. Don't know what that did. Clicked it on accident. Pew pew. Alright. So we're looking pretty good. We're gonna win. This is I think this is the second time I've used a cleanup squad like this, and it's worked out pretty well. So I'm pretty happy. Alright, there you go. Oh, we didn't get 15. We ended up getting more with that. Nice. Alright, so that was incredibly sloppy. It took way too many battles. So let's see if we can beat their ships. Oh yeah, we're gonna walk through this. 197,000. Watch, I said that, now we're gonna lose. Let's do this, and this. See if we can beat these ships. I'm hoping so, because that would be really embarrassing. He put in a very, very low-powered squad here, so let's stun their Hera, or their Ghost, I should say. Okay, he's got some hits on me. Let's get some breach in there, so our ship will taunt. Let's get some AoE action and assists from some ships. That's good. So we've already dropped one of theirs. And then one of his ships went into stealth, so you got to keep an eye on that. You got to call in a backup, of course. Oh, so they got them Geonosians. Let's call in the Phantom 2 if you want to be specific. Let's throw some debuffs out there. Let's get some AoE action. Got some ability block on that one. That's pretty good. Big hit. A majority of his health bar. That's pretty good damage. And then second hit. Almost killed him. And okay, so that leadership doesn't actually heal. It only gives offensive buffs. So let's call in a slave. This is slave 2. Let's get some AoE. We got an ability block on the Scimitar, so that's pretty cool. For those of you that don't know, that is the ship that Darth Maul had. And I believe that was just the first movie. I don't think he had like a quote-unquote like ship that was like, you know, associated with him in the Clone Wars or anything like that. Okay, great. So we called in Anakin. So Anakin is all damage. That's every Anakin that's ever existed ever is always damage. It's no different for a ship. Let's get some big hits. Okay, I think that move right there that I did with Kylo Ren's ship, where he just shoots like the green blobs or whatever, I think that does more damage if they don't have protection. So that was I probably shouldn't have done it right out of the gate like that. He's gonna hit my guys. Wow, yeah, okay, so that's the difference between having a geared up guy for your capital ship or not, is because he's barely doing any damage to me with all those attacks he was doing. Alright, 59 banners, that's pretty good. 60, it's the same thing for here, so if you like didn't take any damage whatsoever or something like that, you get 60 banners. Alright, overall, I'm pretty satisfied. 1526 is pretty good. This is one of the first full clears I think I've had in a while. I usually get hung up on like 1 or 2 teams and my points aren't as high. But 1526, that's really good. I'm actually pretty satisfied with that. It doesn't look like my opponent has attacked me at all. I'm just double checking here. Yeah, so it doesn't look like he's attacked at all. So the thing I really want to point out is the fact that, let's go back up to his top wall. Oh, I was thinking of the wrong, I was thinking of our previous opponent. So he tried to do something similar to me, but I usually do my Zetas based on how efficient they are for the whole team. So if you look here, my Bastila, she's got a Zeta, but it's on her leadership ability, which affects every Jedi on the team. And the same thing with the Geonosian Brute Alpha. His thing affects how much damage each of the Geonosians do, and it also brings in that taunt, or that extra taunting character immediately. Otherwise, it's basically you have to take a turn to do that. And then up here, you can see the only Zetas I have in my Bounty Hunter squad are on my Bosk. Now that adds to the overall viability of all my other Bounty Hunters, as well as himself. Because he's the tank of the team, you want him to take all the attention and all the damage. So that's what his Zetas do. And then same thing for up here for Kylo Ren Unmasked. You see he's got another Zeta ability, I just don't have that one. Because this one was more important in my opinion. See, he gives them all critical damage, which is pretty good. And then he does 30% speed. Or plus 30 speed, which is huge. Speed is huge in this game. So if you can get out in front of somebody before they can even take a turn, it's awesome. Every time they score a critical hit, they get 20% turn meter. Again, turn meter and speed go in tandem. So speed determines how much, I think, like whether or not you go first, and then how often you get turn meter, or something like that. Just know it's very important. And then whenever they gain a status effect, it doesn't specify positive or negative, so every time they get some kind of status effect, they get 5% health and protection. Now on that note, that's why Captain Phasma is here. She's not optimal by any means, but she gives out buffs to the whole team. So every time she takes an action to do her buff ability, she's healing everybody on the squad, which is nice, especially for a defensive team like this. There's other First Order characters, but I decided to do the defensive one like that. And it's held a couple of times. It's kind of a mixed bag. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. I just wanted to show you my Grand Arena. Like I said, last time I just ran out of room and I couldn't post it, so I was pretty disappointed. So I wanted to share it this time. And yeah, that's going to do it. So if you stop by, if you enjoy the video, thank you so much. And we'll catch you next time.